thanks for tuning in. This is Becky Post. I'm the Adaptive and Inclusive Recreation AIR Coordinator for Thornton, and I'm going to be bringing you a series of videos making really simple sensory activities with supplies that you hopefully already have at home. So follow me and we're going to get started. Today's activity is Sully Putty. It focuses on the sense of touch. It's a really tactile activity. It's a little messy while you're making it, but once it's done, it's not too messy, and you really only need 2 ingredients. So hopefully you have these things on hand. All you'll need is cornstarch, dish soap, and if you want, food coloring. So if you want to pause and go get those things, you'll also need a measuring cup. I'm using you want a 1/4 cup measuring cup or a 1/2 cup, and also a bowl and a spoon. Alright, so now we're going to get started measuring things out so that I don't have to wash things in between. I'm going to measure my cornstarch first. You'll use 3/4 cups of cornstarch. So I'm using a 1/4 measuring cup. This can be a pretty rough estimate, but also if you find it's too sticky, you may have too much dish soap, and if it's too dry, you may have too much cornstarch. So I'm just going to put in approximately 3/4 cup. Doesn't have to be exact. Again, it gets a little bit messy here. Not too bad. So 3 of the 1/4 cups. Now it's time for the dish soap. A 1/2 cup, which of course is 2 1/4 cups. Pouring that in. Try and get as much out as you can. Alright, next you're going to stir it up with the spoon. You want to just stir it until it becomes so hard you can't stir it with the spoon anymore. Try and stir a little bit slow. That way you won't have as big of a mess. You're going to want to wait to add the food coloring until the very end. Mine's starting to come together. How's yours doing? Start to feel the change as you're stirring it. Hopefully the kids can help stir so you can see how it really comes together. A little bit more. I'm going to switch to using my hands now. It's getting hard to stir with the spoon. Again, if it feels really sticky still, you could add a little bit more cornstarch, like if it feels like if it's not coming off of your hands. But otherwise, just wait so it doesn't get too dry. Mine's sticking a little bit, but it's pretty good. I think I'm going to keep it like this. Feel free to add a little if you need to. I made my last one green, so I think I'm going to do a little purple for this with the food coloring. I'm going to keep mine nice and light. I also don't want it to stain at all. So I'm going to be careful to keep the food coloring in the dough. I'm only adding 2 drops. You can always add more, but you can't take it away. I'm going to leave mine nice and light for spring, nice and swirled with a purple color. Feel free to add more or mix some colors if you want to. But that's it. I'm just storing it in a Ziploc bag, and it should keep for quite a few days in the Ziploc. Make sure to zip it up in an airtight when you're not playing with it. Also, of course, try and play only at the kitchen table. Thanks for tuning in for our Purple Sully Putty, and join us again next time for a simple sensory activity with supplies you have already at home.